Love it. What?
Deep throat it, deep throat it.
Well, that's frothy. Nice one. We'll get doing the carpets anyway. It'll smell lovely in here.
Fucking state of your beer.
No. It went up like one of those volcano experiments you did as a kid.
It does smell quite weedy.
Yeah. That's all on tape as well.
Fantastic.
There we go, outtake. So what I was saying is, we did Happy Birthday.
Mm.
Do you want to do a different song or just absolute ad lib?
I think just shout nonsense.
Yeah.
Shout Waffle as often as possible. Bro, you can't have that on the.
I can. This is all in the intro now, I'm sure.
I mean,
This is probably pre-song.
I am quite tempted to keep bits of it in. The only part that is making me think maybe I should take it out is the readiness with which you obeyed my instructions to deep throat it.
I was just stood looking at it going on.
Yes.
So. Oh well. Yeah, that's the start of the podcast. Deep throat it. Oh.
Wait there.
Right, Waffle.
Yeah, Waffle. There we go.
We're in.
That's how we'll start it.
Yeah.
Sorted. All right, everyone.
Hey, how you doing? A little bit of just behind the scenes. You might be able to see the stain on the floor. The beautiful head I've now got on my Desperados, and the beautiful head that I demonstrated. So, yeah, that was £4 well spent on the co-op, wasn't it? Lovely, yeah. But yeah, welcome to episode 8.
Welcome to episode 6. Welcome to episode 7. Welcome to episode 8. I'll edit it.
Whichever one, yeah. We're somewhere around that. I think we're on an even number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Last time I neglected one of the rules of the podcast. We didn't roll off for the chair.
That's true.
The squeaky chair.
Yeah.
So this time we'll do it first. So
Dan's pissed beer all over it now to make it less attractive a notion. Take the one out of there, it's Curtis.
Okay.
See?
1, 3.
Right.
Staying in the chair. There'll be no cheating. That was all legit and above board.
Yeah.
But I need to move less because
you do. You just need to sit dead still, bro. Yeah. Like no moving. Like everyone, cover your ears for a minute. Get all your fidgeting out now. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Okay, I'm ready. I'm good. I won't move from this position.
You heard him say that.
I am quite a fidgety person.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Commented yesterday that I was tapping in the car and how annoying it was.
You just got the rhythm in you.
Yeah, I do.
You're a natural dancer.
Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme.
Yeah.
Come on, Waffle Hammer, it's waffling time.
Always waffling.
Always waffling time, a lot of waffle. Been a couple of weeks since we recorded, but I don't think much has changed in the Warhammer sphere. We're getting all the 11th edition weekly reveals, aren't we?
That's true.
And little dribbles of rules, which for the first time in my hobby life, I am finding it difficult to get too hyped by.
Oh, right, okay.
It's probably the first launch box and like a new edition that I haven't been like, wow, it's all going to be new and different. I just feel like we're on the same carousel.
Yes.
And I'm not falling for the hype quite so hard. Like the models are awesome, don't get me wrong. I love new models. The new orcs look great. I liked most of that new jump chaplain that we saw.
All right, okay.
The only thing was his pistol arm kind of is across his body, and I couldn't help but feel it might look better if it was a bit more open.
Okay.
But that's easily fixed. There's a million Space Marine arms that are pointing guns, so you could always just switch that over.
That's true.
But I'm keen to see what's coming next in that box, and some of the other orcs especially, because largely the Marines are just Marines, aren't they?
No, they've got different helmets on.
I like the different helmet.
Yeah.
I get that, but one Marine is another Marine, and the Orcs are genuinely something a little bit different.
They've changed the aesthetics of the Orcs quite a lot over their history, haven't they?
They really have. These feel like they're kind of back to being a little bit more savage again.
Yeah.
Like kind of bolted on tech and.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm keen. I love that one they've just brought out. The guy on the bike that's kind of shooting off.
No, not seeing it.
It's come on pre-order this week.
Oh right, okay. Well, like you said, you're struggling to get hyped for it. That's where I was in 10th.
Yeah.
And I was only thinking about it this morning, how ridiculous it is. I'm on a podcast where I'm supposed to be discussing like current hobby and world events and everything. And I don't really engage with the hobby world at all anymore.
Yeah.
I spend hours every day hobbying, but I don't check to see what I don't see the new releases. I don't look at any of the like Games Workshop posts or anything like that. I think really I only watch about 2 or 3 hobby YouTubers on a regular. But I'm at my most like hobby enthusiastic. I've been in ages. I'm just not bothered about.
You're in your own lane.
Yeah, and I understand from someone sat on a video contributing to that situation. It seems like a weird thing to be saying, isn't it? Like you don't need this.
No, it's fine just to take in what you want to take in.
Yeah.
Consume what media you find tasty.
Yes,
and disregard the rest.
And that's why I've made a conscious effort not to provide anything of worth hobby-wise in this podcast, and just to be silly. Yeah. And I think, I've put in as little effort as possible to providing hobby information. It is the least I can do.
You can get all that hobby information elsewhere.
Oh yeah, there's loads of them. And there's loads of like dead earnest hobby YouTubers who are dead keen into it, and they know their beans, and that I could never be that person.
Yeah, we're nothing but honest over here. This is us.
I struggle to take me seriously, and I am me.
You're a professional subverter. I would describe you as.
It's very kind of you to say so. I've worked towards it.
Your skill set is
misconstruing and misbehaving.
Yes, but misbehaving usually in such a way as to just about get away with it.
Well, that's the fun of it.
Yeah. Just skimming under the surface, like not enough that someone's going to cause an absolute outrage.
No.
But even if you would find the outrage quite amusing if it happened.
And fuel it,
Pour some petrol on that outrage. Yeah.
So, we've seen more of the 11th box. Have other game systems done anything? We've had a new Necromunda Apocrypha thing.
We have,
for racing, which is very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Dan and I have spoke a number of times about different mini games we could do at events, and one of our ideas was to do a Star Wars-esque like Necromunda.
Like pod race Necromunda.
That's the word I was struggling for, pod race.
Yeah, so we would like to try those rules out.
Yeah, and this Apocrypha sets out rules whereby you build your vehicle everyone starts from, I think it's like a medium chassis, and you get 400 credits to spend on furry dice and car hammers and that kind of
neon
thing.
Underlighting that you used to get on Need for Speed.
Yeah, and still see in places like Cannock and like the less favourable places.
Yeah.
I was at Cannock Chase yesterday, and there were a lot of Cannock people there, and I thought to myself, I don't like it.
Not for you.
No. So that's cool, and then it sets out rules for like building your rolling road. I was telling Dan about it, and Dan immediately raised a very good point.
Yeah. So what was the rules that you need to use 4x2 foot boards?
3 4x2 foot boards,
which we all have laying about.
Yeah.
It's a very common size of board that you're going to own.
Do you think they're just thinking, well, we sell boards in square foot?
Yeah.
So just buy more loads of our tiles.
Use 8 of those times by 3.
Yeah, so just
You need
24
tiles.
Yeah, and you get 9 in a pack.
You get 4 in a pack.
You get 4 in a pack.
Yeah, because it doesn't actually make a square.
Yeah.
But once you get
right,
into once you get past one box,
yeah,
you get like 2 square foot per box, but you need a 9th tile to do a 3x3.
Yeah.
So you need 3 boxes to have kind of like the next size up from one box.
They knew what they was doing, didn't they?
They did, yeah. This is why people 3D print those tiles.
Yes.
Those are ruinously expensive. Those
They really are.
For what you get.
I found I was looking at the Legion scenery, and they do boards, tiles for that as well, with like a city plan, like a road. Do you remember, like, every kid seemed to have it, like this mat that you could roll out?
The carpet with the little like town, like a fire station and a school. And,
yeah, it's like a plastic version of that.
Yeah, we just never grew up.
No, I refused to.
It's like early learning centre to Warhammer shop. Yeah, that's the trajectory.
Yeah, no stages in between. No. So yeah, that Apocrypha looks cool. I don't know.
Trench Crusade have the carcass front.
They're certainly all words. What did you just say?
Carcass front. It's like a starter box thing they're doing. There's 2 war bands in it.
The front is in a war front.
Yes.
I understand.
Not the front of a carcass.
Yeah, I thought they were releasing the model over 2 months, perhaps.
The front carcass and the back carcass. Yeah. No, so there's some new war bands in that, a little bit of terrain, like a self-contained campaign box.
Oh, okay.
Which is cool. Nice to be getting new plastics for that as well.
What war bands are they doing in the plastic?
There's like a Nautical Raiders.
Nautical Raiders?
Yeah.
Pirates?
Yeah, they are a bit piratey, and like Submariner.
Okay.
And then there's some Heretic Legion folk in there.
Okay.
So it looks a cool box, to be fair.
Oh, good.
And I mean, I'm still enjoying Trench Crusade.
Are you still campaigning?
We are still campaigning, yeah.
How goes it? Have you lost yet?
Well, last time we played,
it
looked like I was losing. And then at the
end,
you
had a massive tantrum, didn't you?
Yeah,
He always does this.
I flipped the table and said, "Whoa, you have to win." No, we actually totted up the points at the end and we hadn't read all the scoring conditions, and we finished the game. We thought Gaz had won. Actually read all the scoring conditions, and one of them was based on kills right at the bottom that we hadn't read, and because I just killed loads, I won.
Right.
So I snatched victory again from what should have been a defeat, but because I'm so gracious, I did say to Gaz, mark it a draw.
Right.
So I'm still undefeated.
Gaz, he's a shit, isn't he? And he's trying to make it seem better. I said put it as a draw. No, he wins when he loses. He's just an awful person.
I am. Yeah. Horrendous. I'm that sweat, horrible metalist chasing Trench Crusader.
No, that's the really frustrating bit. He don't do metalists.
No.
He'll do thematic armies and then smash you about like he's got a finely owned weapon.
Yeah, everyone has been complaining bitterly about my grenades. To the point where actually...
That's a euphemism, by the way.
I haven't used grenades in the last few games.
So they're not just dice?
Yeah. That's my tactic. Show up with a frag grenade, take the pin out and right, mark it a win or else this is going off.
Yeah.
It matters that much to me. But no, we're in the latter part of the campaign now. Next week on Sunday we'll play 2 more games, and I think we've only got 2 more to go.
Oh, right, okay.
But I'm going to do a different warband for the next batch of play. I've been playing as the Prussians.
I see, yeah.
And Stormtroopers. And really the only reason I got them is because they were the plastic kit that was available when I went to Essen.
Yeah.
And it meant I didn't have to get anything 3D printed.
Yes.
But I'm going to do a Court of the Seven-Headed Serpent, which is like the demons of hell.
Okay.
But I'm going to use the Nurgle stuff from the Dark Water box as proxies.
Oh, lovely.
Because a lot of those kind of actually fit size-wise and the archetypes of the different types of demons.
Oh, right.
So I'm just going to... I want to paint those. I've already got those.
Yes.
So I'll have a demon force.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you like your chaosy bits.
I like chaosy bits, yeah, I do like chaos. It's fun painting something that's kind of messy and Nurgle especially, just slop colours on it.
That is true.
There's no wrong answers when it comes to Papa Nurgle's gifts.
No, so that's Trench Crusade. I can't think of any other
games that have had anything big. Not that we really care about.
No.
You've started painting mini tanks though.
Oh yeah, I'll have done it by yeah. I'll put a photo up. I've painted 2 Sakaran, what they're called. That's it. That's right, isn't it? Sakarans.
The Venators with the bigger, thickest guns.
No, they're Sakarans, but they've got auto cannons.
Yeah.
Auto cannons on the top.
For mowing down Solar Orcs infantry.
It's the plan.
Yeah.
That's very much.
Yeah.
That's very much the plan.
Yeah.
So I'll put a photo of them up. Bosch. Really enjoyed painting little things because, like, you get your base colours down, you think, I'll do a bit of highlighting now. And then normally when you're highlighting, you try and paint like volumetrically, try and make your highlight make sense, and it's a very slow, meticulous process of blending up to the right colours, paint a little tank, I highlight this, let's get a brighter colour, Bosch, one stroke, well, it's highlighted because it's such a minuscule area, it's really very quick and satisfying, and you get quick wins because little bits of work that you do make a huge difference to the piece overall very quickly. It makes it really satisfying.
It is a good scale if you haven't got much time and you want to actually feel like something's finished, isn't it?
Yeah, like I did them 2 tanks in probably 3 hours.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, that's wicked.
See, the first epic scale thing I did to like competition spec.
Yeah.
And at that point, the scale actually ends up working against you. And it takes longer.
Yeah.
To make everything absolutely, totally refined takes a really long time when every detail's that small.
Yeah.
But in terms of army painting it's the perfect middle ground, isn't it?
Yeah. I undercoated mine, because I'd done Dark Angels, so I undercoated mine black, and then I thought, let's do some lighter blacks and greys and what have you with the airbrush. So to lighten it up and do a bit of work before I start with the brush, ran out of airbrush thinner.
Oh.
So
I just spat into the cup.
No.
Hulk turd into that thing.
No, so I dry brushed instead.
Yeah.
And I was a bit like, oh, this is going to look a bit shit. No, like, I don't think it does look shit. No. And then like dry brushed up brighter than I wanted it to be, washed back down to where I wanted it to be, and then once I'd got the rest of the colours of everything else on, went back in and tidied up areas and edge highlighted, because there's only a little box in it, so you can go around and knock out the edge highlights dead quick. And I went up and like, it's such a quick process, and I painted it like around painting my piece for MPO.
We've just been working on those actually.
Yeah.
We've had a little painting morning.
Yes, I've been painting green flames onto a purple do-rag, and like not everyone can say that.
It's amazing that you managed to get that officially licensed miniature of Fred Durst.
Yeah. No, really, if it wasn't for mine and Fred's friendship, I don't think it would have happened.
You met through Christina Aguilera, I heard.
Yeah, but that's her stage name. Her name is actually Christina Akabusi.
Oh, of course it is.
Yeah.
You could just tell by looking at her.
Yeah.
She didn't look like an Aguilera.
No. She reeks of Akabusi.
Yeah, we had a nice morning. I've been working on. I pivoted away from the Death Watch.
It was very graceful.
Yeah, a lovely pirouette.
Yeah.
I started it and I just wasn't feeling it, so I'm painting a tiny rat instead. I've done a lovely little base, if I do say so myself.
Oh, it looks wicked. He's done
I'm proud of the little base.
Yeah, wicked resin pour.
Yeah.
Like the bits on the base that are painted, they look amazing. It all looks very natural. Like you look at it and you think it is what it's supposed to look like, if that makes sense.
I might just become a diorama maker.
There's this guy on YouTube. I want to do an episode like this but just where we talk about like the cool people that we have seen on.
You've reminded me. So cool, this man on YouTube, Sam Lenz.
Oh right, yeah.
You like Sam Lenz a lot.
Have you seen his video that he put out this morning? The intro to. Oh my god.
Yeah,
the intro to it.
Chromatic Warrior.
Yeah, but that was very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just absolutely wild, and he did a little section where he did like nonsensical adverts for 30 seconds.
Fantastic.
And
Where'd you get that from?
And then when that was over, he said like and subscribe, and it went pew and went off the screen. I'm all for it. He's very cool.
I wanted to talk to you though about post Golden Demon Fallout and Sam Lenz.
See, because I don't give a monkeys, I haven't seen any of this. You're gonna have to fill me in.
Sam Lenz entered a very large
It was that
diorama
Space Wolf thing, yeah.
versus the Orcs. Yeah. So it was like 15, 16 plus models on this diorama, and he got a finest pin, but I think he was disappointed in that, and he made a post about how he felt like the diorama category was being diluted, and he used the words cowardly entries.
Cowardly entries?
Yeah, which I thought was, it's quite an aggressive statement to make.
Yeah, but I can't. What's the word for people that sit on the fence? Anyway, them people, them wordsmiths out there, fill in the blanks yourself, but them people, I can't be doing with that.
Yeah.
Even if I don't agree with someone's position, I'd rather see a stronger conviction in your beliefs, that even if I don't agree with your belief anyway.
And there's more of that going on, I think. Like, it's typically, this has been a hobby that's been, everyone sat in the middle.
Yes.
More or less. No one wanted to upset the apple cart.
Yes.
But it feels like, Sam's kind of gone out there and said, actually, the diorama category should be for big, extravagant, multi-model, tell a story.
So that was the basis of his complaint, that
Yeah.
some of the dioramas
weren't really dioramas.
And they were just like a single model or two models with a bit of scenery.
Uh-huh. And I raised it because I wanted to hear your thought on that. Because what makes something a diorama or a single model or a squad?
Think about the very famous Mike McVeigh Emperor versus Horus with Sanguinius.
Yeah.
There's only 3 models in there.
But there's a story going on.
Yeah, but so it's not down to quantity.
No.
So I dismiss that argument. I don't think you must have this many members to get on this ride applies to
I've only got 1 member, so I'm only getting on so many rides.
With clever mirror setups.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That could be. You could set up the infinity mirror, then you're on anything.
Yeah.
Telling a story is all rather subjective.
Yeah.
Because I can
And
go
it can
to
be misconstrued, the story you're telling.
I could go to an art gallery, look at a piece of look at a painting. It's just a collection of nice colours, and the matey next to me could discern correctly the intent of the artist and the emotion they're trying to convey, and I could be completely oblivious to it. So I'm struggling to support his position.
Yeah, I did a little bit, but it is also maybe down to the fact that I'm an Andy Wardle fan, and if he was firing shade, if he wasn't firing it directly at Andy definitely got a bit of a splash.
Because he did.
He had
a person with an animal,
a jade wizard with like a wolf fox creature behind them, and it was nicely controlled and tight. It wasn't a big sprawling diorama.
So it's a small diorama of 2 people, two things.
Yeah.
And in this competition, there'll be categories for single miniatures. There'll be categories for jewels.
But it wasn't a single miniature, and neither was it a jewel. So where else does it go but diorama? But then you don't want diorama to feel like just the spill off.
No.
That doesn't fit anywhere else, because that's kind of what open ends up being.
Well, perhaps that's where things like that should go then, because I'd say, I don't know, someone has to define.
And when does a duel become a battle? Because you could say, actually, Sam's could fit in duel, because it's models engaged, interacting with each other in a combative sense.
No, I think just the name duel and where that word comes from does speak to there just being 2 protagonists. I think once you introduce like a relationship, once you introduce a third partner, it gets complicated.
Yeah.
So I don't think you could describe Sam's battle as a duel, or perhaps he should be allowed to make 8 entries into the duel category with that 1 piece.
Yeah, it counts as 8. So if he wins, he gets 8 demons.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just funny how we have this, we've made up these rules that we get really serious about painting these models. And particularly at Golden Demon, how those categories really start to matter.
Yeah.
Because you can get booted out. Well, like a lot of people got kicked out of Blood Bowl at this Golden Demon because they've changed the rules slightly. Where a lot of people who'd entered Blood Bowl ended up spilling over into Jewel or Diorama. They were moved because of the models they'd chosen to put in their piece.
So they have a criteria.
Yeah.
And if they are moving things from Blood Bowl into Diorama, that Sam would probably describe as cowardly entries.
Mm-hmm.
That suggests to me that Sam's reading of the situation doesn't align at all with. I hope next year he comes back with a one model diorama.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic, or even half a model, like an eviscerated corpse lying on the floor. That's the piece.
That's it.
Yeah. That would be fantastic.
Yeah. I love him, but I did find, you enjoy that he just stated his opinion, whether you agree with it or not. But I did find it hard to validate as a statement.
No, fair enough. I just find too often in the hobby community there is an aversion to Discord, not the server.
But if anything, they're quite favourable to Discord.
And it's good, and it's like how many like good vibes only people.
Well, you say that, but it is very acceptable to Slate and Bash Games Workshop. So you can punch up.
Oh yeah, that's.
But you can't punch laterally
careful
or down. Which I'm using the wrong,
especially with
wrong
the
one.
stat. Yeah, but it's just an ambidextrous. That's it. I'm pleased to see someone speak out, because a bit of friction is often the best way to shape something. So if everyone's behaving and just playing nicely, then things don't get addressed, and we might not agree with the entire basis of his argument, but if it does serve to clarify the classification that the pieces receive at Golden Demon and removes this bad feeling from people, then happy days.
It definitely will make people at least think about what the classification should be. But you also have to think there's like styles of entries that tend to come in waves. Yeah. So a good way back, I think Roman Lepat won the Slayer Sword with a really big diorama that had dozens, if not hundreds, of models on it. It was like a swarm of Tyranids flowing up. And blood angels, and there was a big winged blood angel at the top.
Yeah.
It's called like Fall of Angels or something. But you wouldn't see something like that so much now. And you have to think, well, why is that? Is it that the rules are dictating that, or is it that the standard of painting required to win anything means in no way you're going to try and paint 50 models, because your level of refinement and execution just isn't going to be there. Yeah. Across that number of models.
No, I haven't watched it, but I've seen a video from that French fella. That he's probably not French.
Do you mean Treverian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's he from?
German.
Is he?
Yeah.
Why is he putting a French accent on there?
I don't think he is.
Oh right, fair enough. Right. Anyway, sorry, Herr Treverian.
Yeah.
I ain't watched your video either. This is like a double kick in the balls for you.
You're going to state an opinion, having not seen it.
No, not an opinion. Just that I saw he had a video out, sort of like not bemoaning, but stating that the levels of quality at Golden Demon were getting out of hand, and like he does like quite a clickbaity title and what have you. Yeah. So I get that, but you're right. I think you're probably right. Everyone has got so good now that you can't have 50 plus months. Like
no,
there's not enough time in a year to do to do that. So. Which is a shame, because that
you miss out on that grand spectacle.
And that really was breathtaking. I put it to you that's more breathtaking than like an exquisite blend on an NMM.
I would 100% agree with you.
Yeah,
But you think like Roman Lepat won't spend his time doing like the most perfect blend across something, and he said so himself because he has 15 ideas a day.
Yeah.
If he spent a year on one thing, he's wasting hundreds, if not thousands, of ideas that he's having. So he has to paint quicker and looser to get through them.
Yes.
And so you think, but most people have to paint quicker and looser because they don't paint professionally.
Yeah.
They can't spend a whole year working on one or two things.
No.
So you think this gulf of golden demons going up here and everyone else is just kind of...
Yeah.
So it's becoming almost a little bit detached from many people's experience of the hobby. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
No, perhaps it could be a good thing, because what it might engender is a rise in more online tutorials and like YouTube teachers, for want of a better phrase, because there'll be a greater sense of the gulf between the everyman and the competition winners. So perhaps that's a good thing.
Yeah, I would say, I've always said that painting for competitions raises your ceiling and in the process drags your floor up.
Yeah.
So if you spend, a month trying to paint one thing as well as you can, when you go back to trying to do, a squad of 10 guys, you've improved.
Yeah.
Even if you haven't noticed that you have working on that one chap, your like lowest level of attainment now has been dragged up.
Yeah. Because
you've raised up your general level of quality.
Yeah, I've certainly found that having to be conscious of every brush stroke has led to me becoming more comfortable with every brush stroke, and then when I'm doing something quick, not the competition piece, I'm doing them better as a result of
it does take that bit of conscious effort to actually improve. I don't think there is something in just keep painting and you'll get better.
No, absolutely. No.
I think if you don't try and push yourself, you will plateau out.
No, absolutely. Or even worse, without the correct direction, you could very well head off in the wrong direction, and pick up bad habits or what have you.
Yeah.
So, no, like I was only saying to Dan this morning that whilst I enjoy the end result of the model that I'll paint for the competition, I found this last year when I did Frisbee Head, I enjoyed the end result and I enjoyed the day of the competition. I don't enjoy the process of painting models for competition because I find myself putting far too much pressure on that particular model. I know it's a Joe problem, it's not a... No, I've lost the start of that sentence. Don't get old if you can help it. What was I saying?
You were saying how you were saying to me that you don't enjoy it, but we just come from how it improves your painting.
Yeah, there we go. Yes. Well, yeah, basically that. I don't enjoy doing the competition pieces, but I can see a real jump in my quality when I do. This year's competition piece is better than last year's. It's better thought out. It's better executed so far. I've still got time to ruin it. And once painting this model's over and I've collected all my inevitable awards, I can go back to painting something fun for me, if that makes sense. But even though I say, I don't enjoy painting the models, someone said, do you want to paint your competition piece or go to work? Yeah.
It's a different kind of fun, I think. It's like, there's the kind of fun that is a little bit, you suffer a little bit for.
Yeah.
It's like, there's certain types of fun, it might be like type C fun or whatever they call it, I don't know.
Oh, no.
But it's kind of like fun how running a marathon is fun. Like, you're gonna have some bits where you are doubting yourself and you suffer a little bit. But the work you've put in to get there and the eventual completion and sense of achievement makes it worth it.
Yes.
And I think painting for competition is a bit like that.
Yeah.
It's not like you just sit down, churn out a model in an afternoon and you're happy with it and it goes in your army and you never look at it again. You're going to scrutinise it, you're going to overthink certain bits, you're going to second guess yourself, you're going to like it one minute, come back the next day, not like it, or vice versa. And you have to work through all those things and be quite critical of yourself.
Yeah.
But it's all of those, that extra deep thinking that you do that actually makes the juice worth the squeeze.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And it's a good exercise in finding your limitations as
and
well.
your comfort zones.
Yeah.
And where you aren't comfortable. And that can tell you a lot.
But also that I found it instructive in discovering my limitations and then having to adhere to them. Having to say to myself, no, that's the best I can achieve. I've taken that bit as far as I can.
Yeah.
And there's a whole other rest of the model to deal with.
Yeah.
Stop obsessing over.
Yeah.
Like,
know when enough's enough.
Yeah, or not just enough's enough, but know when you've exhausted your ability. Like you can't make it how it is in your head. You can't do that.
And that's your ability right now. And that doesn't mean you can never do it.
No, exactly.
It just means literally what you can achieve with a brush right now is that.
Yeah, but the competitions are time limited.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about this. Why don't I paint a model this year for next year's competition? And this point next year I can be chill, innit?
Yeah.
But I think the impending deadline
you need that.
is useful.
It keeps you a bit sharp, I think, knowing that you've got something you're working for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
But and also it signals an end to this period of competition painting, because I've sent it down. Because painting models, it's like you don't always sit. Well, maybe you do, but you don't always sit down and have the same meal, or you don't always sit down and watch the same thing on TV. And in the last couple of months, I've sat down to paint, and I thought, I've got to paint that prick again. I don't want to. I want to do something else. But then the guilt kicks in, and not shame, but I'd feel like I'd let myself down if I didn't get it finished in time. So in trying to remove myself that possibility, I forced myself to do the competition piece, and that's been very helpful as well.
It is a discipline thing.
Yeah, and I'm famously ill-disciplined.
Yeah, and this has been the first year where I've started competition pieces in the exact same time period as I'm painting full time.
Yeah.
Because last year I'd started the pieces I entered before I started painting full time. So I've had to work around that as my limitation this year. And it's a very different proposition to think, oh, well, I'm going to spend dozens and dozens of hours painting this one model, as well as weeks of work time painting all these other models.
Well, next year what you want to do is set it up so that you can enter some of your commissions as competition entries, and then
have people pay me.
Yeah, pay you to paint these models. You collect the trophies. They get their models. Everyone's happy. They've got famous models. You've got the trophies and the acclaim of millions.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's quite a crew of us going to.
There is MPO. Yeah, we've got a proper squad going. Luke isn't coming anymore because he's going on a stag do. But there's still.
It's inconvenient for that person to get married.
I know, what an arsehole.
Yeah.
There's still 5 of us though. So there's you, me, this guy called Rob. I don't know if you remember him. No, I don't. Yeah. He stole one of my chairs. And then Alex.
Oh right, yeah.
Square is coming up.
Okay, perfect.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
it'd be a nice weekend.
That'd be a good giggle. I'm looking forward to that. And if you're at MPO and you see either of us, come and say watcher, innit? Say hello.
Yeah. If we give them a code word, and if they give us the code word, we'll buy them a beer.
Yeah. Can you buy beers there first of all? I can't remember.
No, we're in Bristol. We'll buy them a beer somewhere else. Yeah.
In my head, I'm at Brentwood, but that's...
No, yeah. We can take beers to Brentwood though. Cause a scene, a ruckus in the war boot.
Do you remember? We were at MPO and it was like middle of the day.
Iron Skull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus wept. The really, really, really worrying thing about like I've got a position of responsibility.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
No, like I am an idiot. But anyway, I was at Iron Skull. We were at Iron Skull last year, and I think we'd entered our models in, and we walked around their war boot TM, and
yeah, definitely TM.
Then we nipped outside for a minute. There's just a bloke being sick in the sick in the doorway, and then
like it was a club at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, but like it was still the morning.
Yeah.
Like a reasonable
it was like 11
time.
o'clock or something.
There's poor families going past, leading their kids, because as well as the Iron Skull thing going on.
It's a working leisure centre.
Yeah, so they got swimming pool. You got little kids in their swimming costumes going past, and then this guy just being sick. And then we went up to him to make sure if he was all right, and he was surly with us.
He was very surly.
Yeah. So I just thought, well, fuck you then.
If we see him again, we'll slap him.
No. What if he projectile vomits on me?
Oh, he's got it all out by now. It was a year ago.
But yeah, why was I talking about Iron Skull? It wasn't just to speak about the man being sick.
We were talking about buying someone a beer at MPO.
Oh yeah, and we were going to say we got
a
code word.
Yeah.
What code word can we
Dibble.
Make? Yeah, all right then.
Yeah, so if you come up to us and say Dibble, you can have a beer so long as it's at Wetherspoons. We'll buy you a pint.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We'll be in Brentwood.
We'll be in Brentwood for Iron Skull. Book the hotel.
Yeah, we'll be in Brentwood anyway.
Yep.
So on that Saturday night.
Yeah, so either at MPO in Bristol in May or Brentwood in July.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
You're conflating the two again.
Oh,
yeah. Also, we're going to UK Games Expo.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
So I don't think they'll sell beer at the UK Games Expo, but you can have a firm handshake if you say Dibble to us there.
I think because that'll be, is that the NEC or the
NEC.
NAA or something? Well, it'll be like 8 other conventions going on as well. We just need to find like the hop and beer convention.
Yeah, there's always a beer convention at NEC.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be all right. Yeah. Or we can go to that Bear Grylls place that's just next door.
Actually, there might be a Wetherspoons in the NEC.
They're fools. What's his name? Wayne Wetherspoon's a fool if he hasn't said one.
Yeah, you need one there.
Yeah, so come and say hello to us, say Dibble.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said Dibble because I was racking my brain for what the most unacceptable thing I could get away with saying on YouTube was. And so we could get people coming up to us and saying,
Oi, pedo! No, he's not a pedo, he's Louis Ferrex.
So yeah, but do come and say hello. I might be able to string a sentence together by then.
Yeah.
But don't build your hopes up too much.
No, we might forget that we said this. So if you just say Dibble to us, remind us why.
But tell the truth.
Yeah.
Don't say,
I am Dibble.
Yeah, but can you imagine if that Dibble actually...
Oh, I think I'd lose my mind.
And then he peels his face off and it's Rob.
Yeah, all this time. Back from the Straits of Hormuz.
I think, really... I was just looking at world news. Someone took a shot at Trump last night. Rob's still missing.
Hey. Now, I've been paintballing with Rob.
Right.
So long as the shot missed, it could have been Rob.
Well, it did.
Yeah. So potential.
He's a fair man.
Yeah.
He's willing to intimidate, but not puncture.
Yeah. Saying this about paintball and Rob, nearby to us is a place called the National Paintball Centre at Bassett's Pole, which is just outside Birmingham, right by a harvester. I went to that harvester, having come back from Birmingham Airport a few years ago, walked out, having not been to the NPC paintball in years, and you come out of the harvester car park, I drive out in my car, directly opposite the paintball gates, and there's a big poster of people just about to play paintball. Square in the middle is Rob.
What, of that poster?
Yeah.
Oh,
Rob.
right.
So if you ever go to the National Paintball Centre in Birmingham, Rob will greet you at the gate. And I had to stop the car and take a photo with it.
I suppose with his parkour skills, he'd be very good at getting into cover, jumping over stuff, rolling around. Yeah, totally. Well, he was then because he was much thinner. So this picture of him does not represent the current stature of the man. No, he's grown into himself. He has, yeah. He's grown in stature definitely.
being a father's definitely inflated him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's normally the mother, isn't it?
Yeah.
That bears the child, but he's taking it on himself.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, good for him. Some positive equality at last. I think that's enough general waffle before we get into our main topic. Oh, you tell you what we haven't mentioned.
What's that?
Our well, I wouldn't even describe him as a friend because he's still quite annoyed at us. But the Secret Space Marine.
Oh, right.
You're his main contact.
I am, yeah.
Do we have anything from him this week, or?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, then, well, we will cut to him.
Okay.
Woo!
Right, I've had the nod. That means I can speak. It is me, the Secret Space Marine. We've had to change locations. We've had to change my disguise somewhat. Because we think they're on to me. Games Workshop have found out that I'm telling the truth behind their company. They don't like it, and they've sent their bully boys after me. So, as I say, we've come to a new location. It's Joe's house. It's very nice of him to let me come here. His lovely wife's here. His wife isn't allowed to speak, you know. Not even just in this recording, but she's not allowed to speak at all. And like when you meet him in person, you think to yourself, like, at worst, like, there's a harmless dimwit. But like, no, he's an awful man. He doesn't let his wife speak at all. Just anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. We're here today. I thought, let's do something a little bit different. Rather than me running through the history of the company in chronological order, let's just focus on one bit. Now, I don't know how many of you will have heard about this, but let me take you back to 1984. It was when Games Workshop bought Citadel Miniatures and Brian Ensel came into the company. And what the old ones decided was what they needed to do was have a team building day. So they'd go somewhere, they'd have a day out, everyone would get to know each other. It'd be lovely. That was the plan anyway. Right, so it was decided that what they would do is they would go paintballing. So they went paintballing and they were in the woods outside Nottingham somewhere, running around, shooting each other with their little paintball guns, giggling, having a lovely time. A member of public saw armed men in tactical gear and get-up and what have you, phoned the police, and armed police swooped in, pointed their actual guns at the Games Workshop geek, said, "What are you doing?" And they said, "Oh, we're just dicking about paintballing." And then the police told them off, and that was the end of the story. Right, that's the public version of it. That's what everyone's been told. But today I am going to reveal the truth behind that day. This is a little bit darker than all of that. So, it is true Games Workshop bought Citadel. That bit actually happened. Brian Ansell and his boys came into the company. What this meant was they had to be initiated into the Games Workshop cult. And they did this in a number of ways. They made him do the washing up for a week. He made him compliment Rick Priestley every day for a week. There was all types of things that they made him do, but the main thing was they had to go through an initiation ceremony that they did it in the woods near Nottingham. So you can see already how it's tying up. And what they do, they go out there, and ordinarily what happened is the person being initiated would paint a miniature of themselves that had been made specially for this occasion. But it was a big deal by Citadel Miniatures amalgamating the two companies, so they wanted to celebrate. So what they did is they made miniatures of Brian Ansell and his boys. However, they were trying out multi-part miniatures for the first time. So, it's the day of the ceremony, they're all there, go out to the woods, and they think, what if someone sees us? This is going to be very hard to explain, isn't it? It's going to be very clear we're doing witchcraft. We need a cover story. And then it was Jervis Johnson who said to Steve Jackson, who is not to be confused with Steve Jackson, that why don't we get some paintball guns, dress up like soldiers, then it'll just look like we're fanning about with paintball guns when they come out, not doing magical stuff. And they all said, oh, that's a good idea, Bob. Oh, hello. Yeah, that's a dead good idea. No, don't be doing that in front of everyone. They can't know about our secret love. So, it was agreed. It was agreed that what would happen is they'd all put on tactical gear like they thought they was in the SAS, and they'd have their little paintball guns that were really like air rifles that had been modified, because it wasn't that big over in England yet, the old paintball and thing. And then, so they had these on them when they was walking through the forest, and that's what a member of the public seen. But when the police turned up, all the Games Workshop staff were scrabbling around on the floor. Police swooped on them and found out they weren't terrorists or something, told them off for being dickheads. But the reason why they were scrabbling around on the floor is because one of the bits from the multi-part kits had pinged off somewhere into the forest, into the undergrowth. So they was all scrabbling around trying to find it. And it's from this experience, this chastening experience for them with the police and everything, I bet that made the part pinging off feel even more important. It's from this experience that the whole business model of Games Workshop's been designed from, because if you think about it, since that point onwards, every kit has had more and more and more and more parts. And what they've realised is, the more parts we build, the more likely it is that you're going to lose or break or snap a really important one, fuck your whole model up, then you'll have to buy a whole other kit, because we won't sell just a little part on its own now. It's the whole business model, and it all came from this day, from the initiation, when the model of Brian Ansell, his leg just pinged off, leg and a bit of loincloth, gone, it's in the undergrowth now. Maybe it's in like a bird's nest, who knows, probably pewter. I don't know what happens to that after 40 years in the forest. But anyway, yeah, that was that.
So continuing with our Mortal Kombat theme, we now have Horus Heresy.
Yeah, we do, yeah. Oh, on the last episode, what was it, Necromunda one last time, yeah? When I exported and I done all the editing, for some reason, I must have unticked it or muted it or whatever, their channel with all the Mortal Kombat sound effects on, that didn't export. Didn't notice till I uploaded it to YouTube, because I am, as well as being of substandard ability, I am, I don't check anything, and really, with as often as I fail, I should, and I didn't. So you're just I'm relying on you to put the Mortal Kombat sound effects in last time.
You know what they sound like.
Yeah, I can't guarantee that I remember this time, but the shame of forgetting last time, I hope will drive me.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will, yeah.
So this time it's Horus Heresy, but caveat, we have removed Primarchs from
all
this,
of them.
because we thought it would just end up being Primarchs versus Primarchs.
Yes, exactly.
Ultimately.
Yeah.
So we've gone for like top tier legionaries, haven't we?
And a few
Oh
other.
yeah, there's 2 that aren't legionaries, isn't there?
Yeah, yeah. Mr. Ben has made it into the
Yeah.
list.
We don't know which outfit he's got on yet.
No, that's. I hope it's a power armor one.
Yeah.
And of course, the ghost of Margaret Thatcher.
Yeah, well, Gazgul, Margaret Thacker.
No, that's why the ghost of Margaret Thatcher's here. She's livid with the old thing. She has never, ever, ever enjoyed any comedy sketch that's built on a play on her name.
Really?
She's hugely offended by it.
Oh, Christ. We won't be.
He doesn't mind as much. Margaret Thatcher minds more than Christ if you make plays on her. So she's livid.
Well,
If he was real and he wasn't just a fictional character with a plastic model, he'd be scared.
Russell Brand's telling me he's real all the time. It's
Russell
not
Brand.
performative Christianity at all.
No. Did you see? I'm not Piers Morgan's his biggest fan, but I seen a little clip where Morgan was interviewing Brand, and Morgan was sceptical of Brand's newfound faith, and either offered him a Bible or Brand. I think Brand just walks around with a Bible in his hand now.
Don't you?
Well, no, but leading on from something that we said previously, a man's tiptoe maxing, but only at certain times.
Yeah.
When I need a bit more authority in this situation, just get the Old Testament, bosh, and then he's up like that. Right? And Piers Morgan says to him, which bits in the Bible do you really relate to? And then there was like a period of time, 1 minute, 2 minutes, where Brand was like frantically scrolling through the Bible. It's like, oh, I think it's it. Oh no, it's not. No, what about this bit? And like it just laid bare the falseness of
There was a
the position.
window of time where I started to like him as a person, and it was after the bullying of Manuel from Fawlty Towers.
Yeah.
And he kind of said sorry for that, and then he supposedly got clean of all his addictions, and he was kind of like, oh, actually I'm a decent human being now, and I'm really sorry about what I've done. And he started to speak supposedly some sense in that brief window.
But that wasn't as profitable.
No, and then came the allegations, and now Christianity.
Oh yeah, definitely. Faith is using that as a shield and a veneer of respectability. But he's we don't know what he's done.
No,
but I wasn't terribly surprised.
Not really.
When the accusations came to light. You know what, I'm not sorry if this applies to you. Just think, I'm very, very, very suspicious of men with top knots. Yeah. And I
what
feel
about samurai?
I feel vindicated. To be honest, samurai aren't really something that I come across in my everyday life.
There's not many in Stafford.
There's not many samurais in
That's
Stafford.
a shame, isn't there?
No, I feel safer as a result of
Yeah,
this, to be honest
but
with you.
What if they were like vigil protectors of Stafford?
That'd be a very strange
One or
setup.
two samurai in the prison to protect you.
I'll be honest with you, with the number of potholes there are in Stafford, if they were wanking their money off on samurai guards instead of filling potholes, no, I would not stand for that.
No.
Or if I did stand for it, I'd be in a pothole and a foot shorter than I actually was.
You wouldn't be tiptoe maxing that.
No. Well, you seen a pothole yesterday on Corporation Road. This is universally accessible content here for you on Corporation Road in Stafford. That was so deep that if you filled it with water, toddlers could have a paddle in it. It's fucking huge.
Didn't they get rid of the swimming pool at Rugeley?
Oh, at Rugeley?
Remember they're
No, in Stafford.
Oh, in Stafford they got rid of it.
Yeah, they have got rid of that.
Well, maybe
now.
they're just replacing it on Corporation Street.
Perhaps so. That was my skate park, and
Yeah.
they got rid of the swimming pool because no one swam in it, everyone skated in it, and then they built a skate park there instead.
Why not just leave the pool? Everyone enjoyed skating.
Because they moved this again, universally accessible content, because they moved the kids' play area down there.
Yeah.
When I was very young, my dad did a job for a while of designing playgrounds, and I don't know if it still is, I don't keep up with this kind of thing, but when it was designed and made, it was the longest slide in the UK, and I was the first person to go down it.
What an accolade.
I know, yeah.
What an accolade.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
And Dad was just like, "You're coming to work with me today," and he'd say it a few times.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "We need to test this park out."
Had your legs been put on the right way by this stage?
Oh yeah, that was when I was a baby.
Okay.
I got my legs. So, by that age, I was a fine young man, a physical specimen extraordinaire. I was perfect, but as you see me now. So yeah, like he'd just take me to the different play areas that he designed and have me like have a go on this, see if this
What
one
a life.
works. I know.
Yeah.
Very lucky.
Yeah.
Anyway, none of that happened in the Heresy.
All of that totally hobby related concept, but you get to know us, dear viewer.
Yeah, I'm almost like a real person to you now.
We have 16, not 15 names, and we'll do the draw. You should know the rules by now.
Yeah. No spitting.
Yeah.
No paper cuts.
No eye gouging.
Yeah, definitely no eye gouging.
No fish hooking.
No fish hooking, yeah, exactly. And no doxing of people.
But we will allow nipple twisters and Chinese burns.
They're sex people, Lynn.
Yeah.
He's a pervert.
They do it on purpose, Lee. Right.
After
Away
you,
we go.
sir.
Thank you. It's not in there, is it? The Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, but I think he'd be fine. That was just to make you laugh.
Yeah, it did.
And I'm overjoyed that you pulled it out.
Immediately. Yeah.
Alright, pull your real one out.
Alexis Pollux.
Right, Loken. Before we do this, close your Pollux.
Yeah.
Let's take the Ultimate Warrior as an example.
Mm-hmm.
The Ultimate Warrior is as powerful a warrior as he is positioned in the merchandising and promotional goods from the WWF. We must forget for a moment that it's all an act and what have you.
Yeah.
Sorry if you weren't aware of that. Like, if he is the Ultimate Warrior, like how far along with a Space Marine do you think he's going to get? He's still just a normal human. Is he going to even suplex one Space Marine?
Maybe a word bearer.
Maybe a word bearer, yeah.
Because they're like the nerds, aren't they?
Yeah. I think, in my head, I see the Raven Guard as quite...
Oh yeah,
Quite
they're
beefy.
like the theatre geeks.
Yeah.
Whereas the word bearers are like the ones who are a bit too into RE.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And at least the theatre ones have like stage combat level 2.
That's true.
So
What if I'd said Ric Flair, not the Ultimate Warrior? Because he could woo him. He's like
he'd get an Emperor's Children because he'd just appeal to their baser nature.
Well, as he does everyone.
Yeah. I think he would beat an Emperor's Children based on sexual allure.
Well, I'm glad we played that up.
He's a strong contender.
Yeah.
I don't think he beats either Pollux or Loken though.
No, I don't either.
Yeah. We're gonna have to go on kind of what we've seen of them, what they've done, who they've beaten.
Yes.
So Loken I think he's got a stronger resume.
I do
than
as well.
Pollux.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, Pollux isn't the best Imperial Fist.
No. And they're all very boring. So to be not the best boring person.
He's got a big shield.
Yeah.
He's a defensive fighter.
Yeah, it speaks of his fear.
Yeah. Whereas Loken, very much a front-footed aggressor.
Yeah.
Fought Abaddon.
He did.
Did lose.
No.
Ish. Well, building dropped on them, but I think he was probably going to lose.
That's a draw then, isn't it?
Yeah, draw, but on the scorecards he was probably down before the building collapsed.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. The game was rained on.
Yeah, yeah. Needs refighting if anything.
Yeah.
Did take down Erebus in the dueling cages.
That's very true.
That's a big scalp to have had. And Samus.
Yes.
A literal demon from the warp.
Yeah. You say right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he fights in the final cataclysm with the Emperor and Horus.
Yes.
So I kind of feel like he's done more than.
To me, he's like the main character of the old story.
And a crippling ending for him, really. So I do feel like we have to put Loken through as a fan favourite, if nothing else.
Yeah.
I think it would probably be a fairly close drawn out affair because Pollux is competent enough, but Loken for me.
Yeah, and if we're taking it out of actual ability, and like we have for Necromunda, he's plot armoured at the
he is, yeah, completely. Yeah, he has to make it to the end. So you can go and hang out with the Ultimate Warrior over there.
After you.
Thank you. Ooh, this is a big one. Amon Toramakian.
Abaddon.
Ooh,
in it though.
What that could be the final, to be honest.
It could have been,
just drawn in the round of 16.
Yeah.
So we've got Amon. He's the only custodian in our bracket.
No, he's not.
Isn't he?
No, Valdor's in it.
Valdor's in it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Amon's still well up there for a custodian.
I wouldn't fuck with him.
No, probably wouldn't, would you?
No.
It'd take a few pints to feel like you were confident enough.
See, they're always described as the custodes as like superior individual warriors, but it's because of their individuality that they're not as effective as the Astarte.
As a unified fighting force.
But in this instance,
it's 1v1.
Yeah.
But then Abaddon.
Already crowned hardest man in 40k.
Yeah, can he be the hardest man in 30k as well? That's the question. So
if he isn't, we've just created a wonderful redemption arc story for him, haven't we? Fails at the 30k Mortal Kombat.
I think of that scene in one of the Siege books where Abaddon fights the Rivenhound, Bel Sepatus, and someone else from the Shattered Legions, kind of as a 3v1, and walks away.
Yeah.
And those three names he fights simultaneously are like they're
quite
legends. And we also have the fought Loken to a technical draw.
Yeah.
He's there fighting off him and his Justarin are fighting off supercharged Valdor in the End and the Death.
That's true, yeah.
I think he may actually go toe to toe with Valdor in that, and that's Valdor pumped up with the power of the Emperor by that stage.
Yeah, I think it's him.
I do feel like Abaddon plus plot armor.
Yeah. He's like the baddest space marine. He's not the baddest custode.
No. I feel like Abaddon's got it. Particularly he's armoured up. He's a Terminator plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's him.
I feel like it's Abaddon.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that was a hard draw for anyone. I think there's many people in this list he would have beaten.
Yes.
But that's the way it goes with these random draws. Raldoron.
Lucius.
Ooh.
It's a good one again.
Oh, there's some classics in here.
Yeah.
Because these are two proper technical swordsmen.
Yes.
These aren't brute warriors. These are finesse fighters.
That'd be a beautiful fight.
I feel like there's an edge though to be had, and I feel like it's the Red Thirst / Black Rage.
Who thinks he switches that on,
and he's just got a bit more. If you think about, it's a bit like the Nasir Amit versus the World Eater Apothecary that used to be his sword brother.
Yeah.
And how
eat shit.
Yeah, eat shit and die traitor. One of the best lines in the entire series. How when he has that extra gear that he can switch to.
Yeah.
So I think they're probably fairly matched skill wise.
Yeah.
Like they're both exceptional duelists. but all things being equal, the one who can just, you know, flip it that extra 5-10%.
Lucius the Eternal, though.
Yeah, well, he only has to beat him once in this. We said about Celestine being able to pop back up.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't mean that. I just think he doesn't get that moniker.
Yeah.
Without having faced off bad men like that before.
Yeah.
And won. There's a reason why.
Yeah.
I just like him. I think
Yeah.
I'm not impartial in this.
No. Well,
Are you?
I'm not impartial either. That's the trouble. I like both of these characters an awful lot, but Raldoron is kind of like top 3 Blood Angel.
Yeah, I think Lucius is more opaquely a prick.
Yeah.
And that should count against him.
I think his arrogance would actually hurt him in this. I think he would maybe get the upper hand early on.
Yeah.
Overextend, and that's when Raldoron kind of switches.
Yes.
And beats him down. I don't think it would be a clean or quick fight, and I think Lucius might even walk away alive.
Okay.
But I feel like Raldoron would edge him.
Yeah, and that tension.
And Lucius would probably enjoy that.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
The attention seeking behaviour of the cutting of the face as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, off you go.
So
then.
that's the loser's part.
Oh, right.
You're putting them away. That's fine. Leave them away as long as they're not on the table. Right, next then. Sorry for the squeaky chair.
Remember when you said I won't move again?
I just have to lean forward. Constantine Valdor.
Garrow,
Oh, that's no contest.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Might as well just said me.
Yeah. I mean, Garrow's great and everything, but he's like less good Loken.
Yeah, really, I shouldn't put Valdor in because he's Primarch of Custodes, isn't he, when it comes
He
down
kind
to
of
it?
is. Should we put the Ultimate Warrior back in and take Valdor out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
There you go.
Garrow versus the Ultimate Warrior then.
Okay, so Ultimate Warrior, cool face paint.
Cool face paint, and he had them tassels.
Oh
that
yeah,
came-
the tassels.
And if he whips you with them, they
take
come,
Garrow's eye out, wouldn't
they come quite keen, yeah.
He can break a man's arm, you know.
He could. So he's got that going for
Yeah.
him. What he has going against him, he's just wearing pants and a pair of boots,
Yeah,
and that.
it's quite worldly true behaviour.
Yeah, it's not.
Mm.
It's not sensible.
Not in potentially toxic
No.
battlegrounds.
No, he's have no protection against
But he
biohazards.
does have that lovely curly hair.
Yeah, it's got, yeah, it is.
Fantastic mane.
It was a hair of its time, wasn't
But
it?
Garrow's got no hair. So would Garrow be distracted by the envy that he feels
Or
for such
angered.
luscious locks?
Or angered.
Angered,
Yeah.
yeah. But he'd be a stoic anger because he's a
No,
Lovely
in
Death
my
Guard.
experience, when I see someone with what I'd consider too much hair,
yeah,
I get very angry with them rubbing my face in it.
yeah.
And really, it's the haircut of an inconsiderate person.
So do you think Garrow wins but scalps the Ultimate Warrior,
yeah,
wearing his hair as a trophy from then on?
yeah, definitely using some of the tassels
Yeah.
to fashion a chin strap.
Yes, it's worn like a helmet or a bonnet,
Bonnet.
tied in
Yeah,
a lovely bow.
a nice
Yeah.
scalp bonnet.
There we go.
Yeah,
Garrow wins and gets some extra hair along the way.
yeah. Well, I'm glad we've cleared
You
that
heard
up.
it here first. Top class journalism. Genetic Role, another non-Astartes.
Shadrach Medusa.
Okay, so he's one of the Iron. He's an Iron.
Yeah, he is an iron.
He's an Iron.
He's an iron warrior or an iron fist, isn't he? Iron hand rather.
Yeah.
So
He's an Iron Fist.
is
I don't think he's a warrior.
he? Okay.
He's boring enough that we don't care.
He's magnetic.
Yeah,
In
he's
any
one of
case.
those surly people.
Every time I hear his name, I think it might have been Emmerdale or something like that.
Shadrach, yeah. He was one of Cain's family.
And that ruins the immersion with it. Always has ruined the immersion
You
with
just
his
see a
character.
scruffy farmer.
He's just a fat northerner.
Yeah.
And
You've got to lose because that. I mean, Genetia Kroll is a blank, first of all.
okay,
She's good swords person.
okay.
I think he isn't.
She's never appeared in Emmerdale. That's
Never appeared in Emmerdale.
That's got to count in her
Not been on
favour.
ITV in any capacity, as far as I know.
I do like Shadrach Meduson though, because he takes great pleasure in winding people up.
Does he?
Yeah, and a number of times, like I'm sure it's him. They're having someone phones his spaceship and he answers it and mugs them right off. Just I don't care who you are, basically. He's chatting loads of shit at them, and I can support that as a position because there's a lot of very pompous.
Oh yeah.
I see them and how they act, and I think that more clear evidence why we need to bring bullying back because it's very pompous and very earnest space marines.
Which is why I like Nasir Ahmed.
Yeah.
He's a straightforward fella.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But this isn't helping us decide though. Him being good at stirring the shit, does that mean he defeats Genetia Kroll?
So she's a sister of...
She's like one of the top Sisters of Silence, yeah.
I still think she gets buddied one-on-one with a space marine.
Unaugmented, isn't she?
Yeah.
Ultimately.
Just one bosh.
Yeah, okay then. Yeah, and he's not a psyker. If it had been a psyker, come up against a blank, that might change things, but sorry, Genetia. Shadrach, you're through, even if you've got a silly name. Endred Hart, I've already mentioned him.
Typhus.
So the Rivenhound,
Yeah.
former World Eater, now part of the Shattered Legions.
Yes.
Big even for a Space Marine. Savage fighter. Sickly man.
But what we get from him is the Typhus corrosion paint, and that's
There isn't any Endred
nice.
whatever.
I don't even think Endred has got a gland we can milk for paint in the same fashion that Typhus has.
If we're going on strength for the models though, Endred Hart's model is really good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that that should matter in this, I just wanted to say.
No, it should. It should. Like, we should reward good design and good execution.
Yeah, it's a great model.
Okay. I'm not really that enamoured with Death
Guard.
There we go. I just, especially like all their sickly voices, and isn't grandfather great? And look at the entropy. No, it's boring to me. I don't like them. And they get like the cutesy little nurglings.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off.
See, Endred Har is of the Gabriel Seth Nasir Ahmed strain of Space Marine.
Well, then he's one.
No nonsense, smash the face.
Just
and keep going.
nails, yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
he's hard as nails. We'll put him through. Oh. Corswain.
Sevatar. I know.
Oh, that was almost. These have been drawn randomly,
Yeah,
but that
yeah.
is impossible to pick for me. So Corswain is exceptional,
Yes.
even amongst the Dark Angels, which are an objectively hard legion.
Yeah.
His dueling skills are right up there.
Yeah.
Like if you put Corswain and Sigismund together, there'd be a debate. Whereas Sevatar is one of the only Space Marines to fight Sigismund, and it'd be even close. Like they fought for a really long time.
Yeah. Mm.
So there's definite strong talent on both sides of this equation.
Yes. My biases are coming into play quite strongly.
Speak
now.
of them then.
I'm just pro Dark Angels,
Yeah.
very much so. And
What I will say, so we have to start thinking about the other things that could come into play then, if they're equally matched.
Yeah.
Corswain's a very honourable fighter.
yeah, and that'll count against him.
Not an honourable
No,
fighter.
exactly. So he'll be employing the dark arts, if you want
Yeah.
to phrase
It'll
it.
be
And he'll be worrying about
Yeah.
his virtue and everything.
exactly.
But you can be
Yeah.
a virtuous corpse, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
Then? That's a good point.
Sevatar fights with a glaive as well, so maybe there's a reach advantage.
There, you're right.
Yeah.
Ever so impressed with your knowledge of these
Mm.
things, just off the bat like that. Just fantastic. I think. I don't know. Causewaying is
He's a
nails.
proper hard bastard, isn't he?
But he is a good boy, and my natural aversion. So.
Yeah, I feel like Sevatar has a bit more swagger about him, and maybe a few more ways to win. Ultimately, it'd be a long, drawn-out battle, but at that point, those extra kind of degrees that maybe Sevatar's bringing to it across the hours it would take them to have this duel.
Yes.
I feel like eventually an opening would come for him to do something dastardly, like insult the colour of his shoelaces, and that would be it. Yeah.
They do. I think they wear metal clogs. I don't think they wear because there's never any.
I've always painted shoelaces on Space Marines.
Yeah, but that's why you're the commission painter, bruv.
That freehand excellence that I've gotten from.
I can't do that. You can even decide like how they're laced up and how they're not.
The different lacing patterns and stuff. Yeah.
It's
I can't tie shoelaces in real life though. That's the shocker there.
No, Dan does just wear clogs.
Yeah.
Like I thought Space Marines did.
I do.
And it's all right, except when you're walking on a parquet floor and then he draws too much attention to you.
They do make a sound because I get them made, especially in Switzerland, out of wood.
Yeah.
I've got very wide feet.
It just sounds like a very slow donkey.
Yeah, no off-the-shelf clogs here.
But the wide feet, what that does mean is he's very difficult to tip over.
Yeah, I've got a strong base. You can try it. Once you've said dibble, you can try and tip me over.
Dear me.
Yeah. There'll be no tipping here.
No. Well, don't you fucking dare try and tip me over. Yeah. Don't care what you've said.
He's got narrow feet. He'll go right over. So we're saying Sevatar's won now.
We have said Sevatar's won now.
Causewaying, you're out. Last two. Sigismund.
Khan. Boy.
So these were a pairing in the dueling ring of the World Eaters, weren't they? These were sword brothers, and this is an interesting distinction that famously they weren't very good in the dueling circle, because for both of these fighters it needed to matter to bring the best out of them. Yeah. So if this is just a duel for fun, neither one of them are
No, this is a fight.
It's a fight to the death.
Fight to the death. Finish him.
So in the siege, they fight each other twice.
Okay.
In the first one, Khan wins because he surprises Sigismund with his by this point he's blown up with chaotic power.
Okay.
And he wins because it's like more than Sigismund expects from him.
Okay.
Because he thinks he knows him, but Khan kind of comes in swinging, and it's more than Sigismund can handle. But if we're saying this is post-Emperor's champion Sigismund, because he kills Khan at that point.
Well then, they've answered this one for her.
Yeah, so Sigismund kills Khan. Khan didn't kill Sigismund.
Yeah. Khan's
then brought back by the powers of chaos. But Sigismund did end him.
Yeah. And Khan hasn't killed Sigismund once.
No.
Well, there we go then.
I mean, Sigismund for me is, aside from like Primarch level, he's going to be hard to beat. I mean, he stays around for a long time after the heresy as well. And eventually he is a very, very old man before he dies. And he dies at the hands of a Baden, actually, in the end.
Yeah, I was just thinking which Space Marine's badder than him, really.
Yeah, it's a Baden after centuries in the warp, comes back through like the first Black Crusade, starting to be gifted with chaos.
Okay.
And Sigismund's been waiting because he knows they're coming back. And they have a duel. And actually Sigismund still runs a Baden clean through as the death blow is landed. And even chaotically infused, Abaddon insists that Sigismund's treated with dignity for the kind of...
See, I think Abaddon's alright. What's that? All that from?
That's from the Aaron Dempsey Bowden Black Legion books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't mind Aaron Dempsey Bowden books very much. And then I started seeing him post like personal things to his social media, and he's wearing a ridiculous hat in a lot of the photos.
You're a big fan of ridiculous hats though, surely?
Not every ridiculous hat.
Yeah.
It's like I like eating, but I don't enjoy every meal.
Fair? Yeah.
I haven't been able to take him seriously.
Oh no.
He looks like, I understand I'm going to be alienating a lot of the type of people who like our hobby here, but he looks like he listens to Linkin Park, and when he's singing along, he does all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He looks like he's that type of person.
Yeah.
And I simply can't countenance that type of person.
Yeah.
I can't abide them. Can't have them in my life.
Yeah. Can you marry one?
Sorry?
Your wife loves Linkin Park.
No, she doesn't like Linkin Park. And she's not really like a singer, you know what I mean? She's coming from the music world where vocals aren't really that prevalent, the weird faces that vocalists pull and how okay we've all become with vocalists pulling weird faces while they sing and reaching and grabbing things out the air and doing stuff. And we've just gone, oh yeah, that's what you do when you sing, just as a society.
Yeah.
And we're all alright with it.
You know where they don't do that? Church choirs. They famously stand quite still and
Not
stoically.
true. We went to, I'm risking a telling off for my wife telling this story, so thankfully she won't watch this. But, so we were at a wedding for one of her friends who was Christian, and she was marrying this fella, and both of them worked at some youth church in Manchester. And the whole congregation was invited to this wedding, right? So we were sat on our row in the wedding ceremony. It's like highly Christian, and like they were doing all their prayers and going through their bits and everything, fine. And then we had to, on a few occasions, stand up, belt out a hymn, lovely business, do you know what I mean? But for a few of the people, the Spirit of God entered them, or they felt the love of the room, or what have you, and to properly express their like the exuberance they were feeling from it all, while they were singing, both hands up. One man who was particularly keen on doing this earned the moniker of Two-Hand Tim. But yeah, just very, and I'd never seen that type of worship before. Yeah. What was very interesting was, we were sat on this row, and I was the outermost person of our people, but there were still 4 or 5 seats in this row. So other people started filling in. And as I say, they're all from the majority are from this congregation from the church in Manchester. This very nice lady sat down next to me, and we started making pleasant conversation. And I must have said something that brought it to attention that I might not be part of their congregation and the churchgoer, and the look that crossed her face was really quite humbling, and she moved away from us immediately.
Wow.
And I just thought I hadn't even started being offensive yet.
No, and you had your pagan tattoos covered.
I did have my pagan tattoos covered. Yeah, I was dressed very nicely. I barely shouted any slurs.
Oh,
So
that doesn't say much for Christian tolerance, does it?
no, but I can't remember why we're talking
Me
about.
neither. As you were telling that story, like, how do we get here?
Yeah.
Because we were talking about Sigismund, and I don't even remember who you had. And I don't think we'd even decided a winner. And then we were talking about Khan.
Sigismund
Oh yeah,
and Khan.
that was it, yeah.
And then I don't know how we've got on that.
No, sorry, big tangent.
Yeah, well,
But a fun tangent.
just
Nothing else.
No one's
Yeah,
listening
okay.
anyway. I don't know.
Sigismund wins.
Right, perfect.
Um,
No, I noticed sometimes I'm like, oh, not many people watch on YouTube, and then we'll get the email from BuzzFeed saying, oh, this many people have downloaded it in a week.
Yeah.
So if you have downloaded it,
Thank you. Yeah.
big up, nice one.
We love that. We're getting consistent people watching it.
Yeah.
Even if there aren't that many. But that said, if you are watching and you enjoy it, send it to someone that you think might enjoy it too.
Yeah.
If it's your mum or your aunt,
Say hi for me.
Yeah, it's all totally fine by us. Because our you can see the stats. I think we are alarmingly male in our viewership.
Yeah.
Not surprising, really.
No, it isn't.
But
No, it isn't surprising, and it's not something. I think it's something that we're supposed to say. Oh, that's really bad.
it isn't bad. It's
No.
just a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the false. It would be like just insisting that I become very interested in like netball or something, like a predominantly female activity.
Yeah.
It was the first one I could think of. I'm probably sexist for thinking of netball, aren't I?
Well, it is the like the fun leagues in the UK. You get 5-a-side football for men, and the same company run netball
Oh,
for
right,
men.
okay.
And all the ladies play netball, and all the men play 5-a-side football.
Well, it's not my views on netball that make me a sexist anyway.
No.
But
So Sigismund's going in the winning column.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That's right. So we're into the round of 8.
No, I've fucked up then.
Have you?
Because I've put Khan in this pile. I think we've crossed the streams again.
Khan needs to go over here then.
No, it's Sigismund that's wrong. This is the losers pile because Garrow's in it.
Hey? We've completely fucked this one. Corswain lost against... No, Typhus lost, Corswain lost.
Yeah, you've got the losers.
Lucius lost.
Yeah,
I've got the losers pile.
You're the loser
Ultimate
for throwing
Warrior,
Sigismund in here.
Yeah. Well, Sigismund's a winner, so you go in the winner pile.
Oh, I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on.
You should have 8 cards.
We're going to do a GoFundMe, and what it's going to be is we just need a helper, just someone to keep track of everything.
If only there was a third
If
person.
only there was a third person, yeah. Because I'm sure Rob would have kept
He's famously detail orientated.
Yeah. So, if you'd like to apply for the position of Waffle Minute Taker, please do. You can be in charge of keeping control of any continuity errors, like are about to occur when we put through someone that lost in the last round. Just deal with
You think
that.
we've done these 3 times on one we had 15 cards?
Yeah, this time
we might just put losers through.
Yeah, and we've had 17 cards in this.
And on the middle one, you've got the sound effects wrong.
Yeah, so
Maybe by the 4th time we'll be good at it.
no, I think we're not doing any more now. I'm just going to give up. I think that'll be perfect.
Yeah.
Get 3 wrong and then don't do the concluding part. No, because once we
There's
do
going to be a 5th.
I know,
Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
hell.
bloody hell.
It's a big commitment.
Yeah.
I'm regretting it now.
Yeah, we have started talking about having guests on though, so
Yeah.
maybe there'll be other fresh faces.
Maybe there will. Yeah.
But I said, right, back to the important
Yeah,
things.
yeah. Let's stop messing
Yeah,
around.
right, round 2. Calm. No, just joking. Garrow.
Sigismund.
Garrow lost. There might be 9 cards in there. We decided, no, he won. He won against the Ultimate Warrior. I'm confused because he was up against.
You're
Valdor.
caught in all types of trouble.
He
You
was
are.
up against Valdor, then he took the Ultimate Warrior's hair as a wig. And so it's Garrow with the Ultimate Warrior's hair.
In a minute, he's going to speak about my bad memory.
Yeah.
And he's going to. And he'll make out like it's all me. Get him on the floor.
Yeah, Sigismund, that's an instant loss. So even with his fancy new hair, Garrow.
He was lucky to be here in the first place.
He got through on a bye, didn't he?
Oh, right, after you.
Bye, Garrow. So we did that little pun. Yeah. Endrid Har.
Cal Jericho. It's all gone wrong now. No, Sevatar.
Bottom. Sevatar versus Endrid Har. I feel like if Sevatar beat Corswain, I think Endrid has less tools. Unless he can get like an early bum rush victory where he just kind of like steals his face or a little smirk. Unless he can just kind of bulldoze him early.
Yeah.
Then
Is this all happening on the same day?
yeah.
Because if you'd like.
It's like prize, total elimination, single night tournament.
Well, he's going to be tied out for his big old fat Corswain, and that's a bad first leg.
Yeah, it is. He had a hard round 1.
And I think if this Endritar fella catches you with a couple of swings,
He's a big power fister.
yeah, then it doesn't matter how good you are at all your fancy dancing fighting.
Yeah.
He's just going to bosh your face in.
Yeah, he's just going to smash you.
Yeah, he will. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how I see things.
I'm not opposed to that.
No, and I think like he got through last time by being a sneaky bastard.
Yeah, Endrid's going to have watched that.
Yeah,
And you also
exactly.
think this is a world eater. He's not going to be friendly about it, and that's what we said was Corswain's issue.
Yeah.
Because he was fighting with too much honour, whereas this is just a brutal
Yeah.
wrecking machine, Space Marine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Pass me that so we don't
That's
break
the winning
system.
pile. There we
You
go.
get over
on
there.
the floor. Shadrach Meduson.
Abaddon.
Right, it's another. Yeah, don't have to talk about it. Emmerdale, man. So that's really upset someone as well, because those iron people get really, really into their
God,
legions.
this is all fucked up. We're going to end up with one there.
We've got Ralder on.
We'll have to put the ultimate. won't we?
Yeah, Ultimate Warrior's coming back.
Loken.
Oh, that is a good fight.
Yeah, it is a good
Ralder
fight.
versus Loken. So Who did Raldoron beat last time? It was someone pretty tasty.
It was, and it was his blood angelness that gave him the edge, innit?
Whereas Loken, we did say had the plot armor, and did fight a demon.
Yeah.
Successfully. Is there at the end.
I think Loken wins it myself. But just
if it was in the dueling cages, I'd give it to
that's...
Raldoron. But in this situation, I feel like Loken always has that extra.
Yeah, I know, and I know it's the plot armor.
Yeah,
but I think
there is always something he can pull out the bag. He's like he's a big game player, isn't he?
He is.
So I think Loken has to go through based on that.
Right.
Who's our last one? Can't. Fuck this right up. Right, let's go back through the pile. Garrow we've just defeated. Lucius lost. Corswain lost. Typhus lost. Raldron just lost. Sevatar just lost. Constantine Valdor we took out.
Yeah.
And put the Ultimate Warrior back in. Shadrach Medusan's just lost. Alexis Pollock's lost last round. Janetta Kroll lost last round.
So who's this down here?
Amon Toramakian lost last round. So how have we managed this?
Don't know.
It's like a magic trick. This
Put
is.
the Ultimate Warrior back in.
Yeah.
He can fight Khan.
Okay.
He's having an awful day.
Ultimate Warrior versus Khan. There we go. He's not got his hair anymore. He's
That's
scalped.
true. So he's presenting like a horrifying visage.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's going to unsettle Khan.
So if he's been defeated, he's been put back together with the technology of the 31st millennium.
Yeah, that's true.
So someone like Fabius Bile's got hold of him by this stage.
Yes.
And stitched him back together. So we've got Fabius Bile infused Ultimate Warrior.
The Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So,
which does change it a little bit.
yeah. Yeah, he's going to be covered in blood, it's going to be very slippy.
His face mask is now like...
That's a mess.
It's ceramite embedded into his skull. Yeah.
Like a Space Marine priest skull mask,
Yes,
what they call it.
chaplain.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Khan's just been beaten up by Sigismund.
He has. Can we genuinely put a scalped Ultimate Warrior?
No, we've entertained it, but Khan wins. And now we got 5 cards.
So was Khan an extra and he shouldn't have been?
Yeah, we already had 4.
That was a bonus fight.
Yeah.
Let's remove him from the equation.
We can't count.
I'll shuffle them because the last thing that we'd want is any form of like.
So we thought we didn't have
cheating or
enough, but we had an extra one in the box, which was Khan. So we put an extra one in for Khan to have a bonus fight just to take him out.
Yeah, but one thing that you see come up on any Warhammer community post and on a lot of forums, it's all over Reddit, who would win in a fight between a scalped Ultimate Warrior and Khan? And we've answered that for you.
Big question.
If I don't get like my hobby hero thing from finishing a model and playing a game, we should get one for our services to the community.
Next time we're at Warhammer World, I'll make a little post-it note and I'll stick you on the hobby hero board.
Thank you. As I said, I don't watch a lot of hobby channels now, but like when I did, a trend that I saw becoming more and more prevalent is having a young lady be on the podcast as well, who appears to be there under duress and against their will, looking unhappy, keeping control of the whole situation.
So we just
doing all the nice to camera bits.
Yeah, we need one of those.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
She won't actually be under duress. We'll just ask her to act that way.
Yeah, we're both married and we didn't have to duress anybody.
Not too much.
Yeah.
Not too much. I had to convince her that I could salsa dance, but that was it. And thankfully, I've got like snake hips, so it was fine. It was all right.
Yeah.
Right,
let's get the semi out of the way. Sigismund.
Khan. No, Enter Khan.
He's just like Timu Khan though, really, isn't he? Yeah. I know I've said nice things about him, but when it comes
Yeah.
to versus Sigismund, there's really not a question to be had. Loken.
Abaddon. Oi.
We've already spoken about this fight. So,
Yeah.
which point in the chronology are we talking?
I don't know.
Because I do feel like early doors when they're both in the what's the inner circle called?
Mournival.
Mournival. Yeah, I feel like Abaddon beats Loken at that
I
stage.
could just say Sphincter then, do you know?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he
I'm
was
sorry.
sensible.
I'm sorry, everyone.
That was such an easy serve.
Yeah.
So, but by the time of the siege, things have kind of happened to both of them, where they're not normal anymore.
That's true. You know, like, it's mainly an American phenomena, but like conventions and stuff. So like a TV series will be put out, and then in 25 years, some dried out husk of an actor will still be milking it for years and years. That's how I see this. These Mortal Kombat fights, they've got all the stars of the heresy back together.
Yeah.
25 years later.
Do you remember back in the day they used to have like veterans football?
Yes!
And they used to play on like an ice hockey court where the ball would never go out of bounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
I used to love that.
I loved it too.
Yeah.
We went to see it live at
Did
the
you
NIA.
really?
Yeah, it was wild.
I bet it
Because
was.
there was fans from like all different clubs locally. It was like a Midlands tournament.
Yeah.
So it got really rowdy in the crowd. They were like fighting over players who played 20 years ago and who like clearly more than half of them had fake knees now. And
But there were still people with real quality out there. You get little glimpses of, no, he could really play.
there was a scrap a couple of rows behind us.
Behind you?
Yeah, like people were taking it like, you know, like a Villa fan and a City fan kind of thing.
Wow.
Getting really riled up about veterans. It wasn't veterans, was it? It was
I think it was Legends. It
Legends,
was.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it was old retired people.
Yeah, bring that back.
Yeah, definitely bring that back. That was fantastic. Fuck it, let's do it for everything. So veterans boxing.
Yeah, we do.
Do we?
Mike Tyson fought very recently.
Didn't he fight?
He fought a younger lad, but there's been a few like much older boxers who've had like recent bouts now against each other.
That lad that got in the ring.
Tyson fought against Roy Jones. Roy Jones Jr.
See, I don't know enough about boxing.
He was big in the 90s.
Okay. So the not boxing lad that got in the ring with Mike Tyson, like, you love money too much, bruv.
Yeah.
I know he'll have been paid a ridiculous amount of money for that.
Yeah.
Don't care.
It's still Mike Tyson.
It's Mike Tyson. He will rape you. What are you doing?
He didn't.
But
That was the thing. Tyson lost.
Has he been spayed?
He's 60.
Oh right, that's
He
not
fought
very
like a
good.
24-year-old.
Who
who's
was
training
it?
full time.
Who was it?
Jake Paul,
I
not
thought
Logan
it
Paul.
was that prick.
Yeah.
I don't like
It's just
them.
father time ultimately, and like whether Tyson did or didn't throw the fight is up for debate.
Yeah.
But you got to think 60-year-old man. I mean, if you put Tyson against any other 60-year-old on the planet near enough.
Yeah, you body him.
Yeah, but 24-year-old athletic guy who's training full time with the best trainers in the world, with all the money behind him.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, well, it is somewhat inevitable.
Yeah. But he got them their money, and that's what they
And
wanted.
Tyson's now settled for his retirement.
Good.
He got millions off the back of it.
Yeah, well there you
So,
go then.
Yeah.
It's very interesting the way he's treated, because there are some people whose careers have been ruined for the suggestion of far lesser infractions than that which he was convicted of. And these people, that's it now, that their career's gone. But he seems to have performed like this full circle business and then come back now and is seen by a lot of people, I think, were possibly short memories who weren't there in the first place, like in an endearing fashion.
Yeah.
And it's very peculiar to me.
Just if you have a bit of a lisp. And there's also, I suppose, the side of it, this is really off topic for us, but how he did awful things. But in his early career, he was also incredibly victimised by his managers who took great advantage of him. and he had the upbringing coming up through like care homes and all the rest. And I think there's maybe a few people who have given him, not excused it, but said there's causes that might have led to certain behaviours. And I think he's also been very honest about how awful he was. Which probably helps. But maybe it points to a larger lesson that we can all learn as a society about restorative justice.
Perhaps so.
Yeah.
Perhaps so. I think this is a position that I would have held before I started working at the prison, but it's not a one-size-fits-all thing, and I think there are some people who...
Evil's evil, no matter what.
Yeah, like before I started working there, I used to think, this is a very clumsy analogy and I don't mean to cause any offence by it, and if I do so, I am sincerely sorry, but I used to think that people were grey. I didn't think there were pure good people or people of pure evil. I thought everyone was a grey area who at times acted more good or more evil. But since working where I work, I've met some people who have just made me think absolutely there's no redeemable qualities, there's nothing. And I think, having worked in a role where we're trying to rehabilitate the gentleman, and as part of their release on licence is a belief that they've convinced us they have been rehabilitated. When I see quite so many of them return, I think I've got less patience for the notion of rehabilitation.
Yeah.
Because you're never going to rewrite someone's life story. But I'm not saying people can't change either.
Maybe Tyson was that 10% who did kind of come through the other side of it.
Yeah.
And also was in a very favourable financial position.
I mean,
it definitely helps.
Yeah.
It's easy to stay on the straight and narrow when you're not homeless.
Yeah.
Does make a big difference.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's very true. Have we decided?
We haven't. Loken versus
Abaddon. Mike Tyson versus Abaddon. Mike Tyson is prime, not 60-year-old Mike Tyson.
Prime Tyson. Abaddon. Yeah.
I wanted it to be true.
Yeah.
Because he was a very impressive fighter, wasn't he?
Tremendously. Yeah, but then Space Marine.
Yeah, I think Abaddon does Loken.
I do too.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Loken's the good guy, but Abaddon is not just the man in this setting, but he's the man for 10,000 years.
Yeah.
And I think he has to go through because of it.
Well, then the final is, unless we've messed up with the cards somehow, which I can't.
No, we can't have done it twice.
Can't imagine us doing.
Or 3 times, 4 times.
Yeah. If we do it a 5th time, we get to keep the cards. So it's Sigismund versus Abaddon in the grand final.
Which, because we've already spoken about this fight as well. Because in the far future from the heresy, Abaddon wins.
Yeah, but that's not now.
We're talking about heresy era.
Yeah.
So we're talking siege.
I think each of them are
prime versions.
Yeah, they are each other for the other side.
Yes.
If you know what I mean.
But I think Sigismund wins in the siege because he's
bad,
like the first ascended, like God-infused Space Marine, isn't he?
Yeah.
When he becomes the Emperor's champion.
And how whiny Abaddon was with his concerns for Horus during the build up to the siege and everything. That made me lose respect for him. And he sulked quite a lot as well.
He was very against it, wasn't he? And if he's sulking while he's facing Sigismund, I think Sigismund just does him.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Does everyone a favour in doing so. I can't abide sulking.
No.
No, just...
No, Sigismund never sulked. His dad disowned him.
Yeah.
He went about his business. He came back, he earned his dad's respect again.
Yeah.
And then he's told to go and hurt them, and he does. Yeah. That's the Sigismund heresy story in a nutshell.
Yeah, you can't beat that to me. That's it, finished.
Yeah. He's got the black sword. He's fully powered up. He wins.
Okay, well, what that means is, of course, that according to us, and therefore, in truth, a badding is the hardest person in both 30k and 40k.
Except for Sigismund.
No, according to us. I know in the stories.
Yeah, we just said Sigismund won, didn't we?
Oh, we did, yeah. We'll go back. Oh, right. Yeah, Sigismund. Yeah, we would do it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I got confused.
So, and what we're saying there then is that objectively the 30k era had more hard people in it than the 40k era.
I know. I definitely think so. I think I think if you had like a Royal Rumble, WWF Royal Rumble of 30k and 40k people, which the 30k people that are getting to the end of that.
Yeah.
Do they still do Royal Rumbles in wrestling?
No idea.
No, I haven't watched.
We'll ask Square when we see him. He's a big wrestling fan.
Is he?
Yeah.
I saw a clip, one of my American friends is a big wrestling fan, and he showed a clip that he was dissatisfied with where a female wrestler like mimed, like she dry-humped her opponent in a sexualised manner, and he was most upset with this.
But it's a family show, isn't it? It's like I don't actually think that's really on brand from what I know of it.
No, but clearly they've decided that's what the people want to see.
Yeah, that's probably not wrong either.
Yeah. I mean, I've watched that clip 21, 22 times now, and I can't work out what's wrong with it. No.
Yeah.
I'll give it another watch.
Yeah. You got it on that Instagram reel thing where it just keeps playing round and round and round.
I was watching a reel while I was in the shower the other day, and it was like ridiculously long. So I was like, oh, I'll just have this on.
I hate those as well, where they get you like, keep watching until the end, and you watch 15, 20 seconds of nothing.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, nothing's going to happen here, but that's literally the algorithm.
No, if someone tells me keep watching to the end, that's me instantly switching off.
Yeah.
I have to.
Because you've been told something. Yeah.
And I just think, well, this is going to be wank then.
Yeah.
If it was really good,
you put it.
I'd be there watching. Yeah. I wouldn't be dragged away.
No.
I don't need some excited American telling me keep watching to the end. Fuck off.
It's not even an excited American anymore. It's that AI voice, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think that's intrinsically American.
It is. Yeah.
I watched a video about our robot overlords and they're coming, and they're making AIs like in Settlers, or they did it in Minecraft or what have you. They're making AIs live in synthesized worlds and act as societies.
Yeah.
They've developed religion. They each do their assign roles. They've voted on taxes and shit like that. It's like I suppose they are us. All their information comes from humanity ultimately. There was a Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episode. You know the one someone about, and it's the one where Lisa grows a tiny civilization in a petri dish in a fridge.
Yeah.
And I remember watching that as a child and being absolutely charmed with the idea.
Yeah.
Really loved it. I'd still like to. I've lost the start of my sentence again. I'm struggling today.
We talk about AI creating society.
And it's just like, yes, thank you. And it's just like that. It's just like that, isn't it? These AI societies are just petri dishes of the little people. It's fascinating. I also watched a video that explained the 10 different Armageddon options for what AI, and genuinely out of the 10, the person talking said the most depressing thing was, out of the 10 options, AI keeping humans as pets is the most favourable option. So.
Well, my dogs live a really good life.
No, I was just about to say the same thing.
They don't go to work.
No.
They get great meals. I walk them 3 times a day. We take them on holiday.
Yeah. Why are we assuming they'd be cruel owners?
Yeah.
You know what I
they
mean?
might be lovely to us.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind like a squeaky toy.
If that's how we get universal basic income, just to waste on Warhammer,
Yeah.
then I'll
Waste.
spend.
There we go.
Invest.
Yeah. No, never invest because you're never selling any of it. But it's never a waste.
No,
all of the time we get out of it.
If anything, I think it's actually a pretty money efficient way of enjoying your time.
Yeah.
So box of Space Marines, 35 quid.
Yeah. But think how many hours you get.
A few hours of building them.
Yeah.
If you do it properly. Hours and hours of painting them.
Yeah.
If you do it to a point where you're happy with them.
Or if you just shit at painting.
Yeah, it just takes you ages.
Yeah.
And then all that time of playing with them and looking at them, enjoying them as physical tokens.
And all of the, I don't know about anyone else, but all of the thinking you can do about your army when you're
list building, or just meeting up and chatting waffle in front of a phone camera.
This has been filmed.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right, yeah. Yeah, so it is a good, yes, it is really, when you think about it, it is, like I've got to go for an eye checkup next week because it's 4 years out of date and I can't really see very well anymore. Anyway, going for that. And work are paying for the test itself, but I've got to pay for the goggles. So I'm going to do the 2 for 70 quid one, because I don't shit money, a pair of glasses and a pair of sunnies. And I was thinking, what absolutely fantastic value that is.
Yeah. Because
I've had these glasses for 4 years now. I did it in the 2 for 60 quid as it was back then.
That's inflation.
Yeah, but I think a tenner over that time. When you look at the petrol prices.
They're £2.50 a year, isn't it?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I'm alright with that. And when you break down on a daily basis the cost of the excellent value, and you could do the same.
So you've reminded me of something. I've built up enough XP to unlock an upgrade on myself.
Have you?
Yeah. So I've rolled on the chart as to what I'm going to get, and next Saturday I'm going for my consultation to get laser eyes.
Shit.
I'm getting the laser eye surgery.
That's and what that will mean is when eventually this podcast becomes big enough to do like a live one, like Trapped Plastic does, you'll enter and sit down in a darkened room, and then there will be like a strobe light show that emanates directly from Dan's eyeballs.
And with the technology, I'm getting the LEDs put in, so they'll never run out.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So.
But the thing is, actually, in seriousness, my eyes are getting worse, and I need my eyes for work. Yeah. And when I run and my nose gets sweaty, my glasses slide down my nose.
That's true.
So I just don't want to have to wear them anymore.
You're just not going to get a strap.
CM said this.
You like a strap?
I did actually have the strap on my sunglasses.
Right.
But no, I prefer just to not wear them. Honestly.
Do you need your glasses to run around?
I do, yeah. My eyes have degraded to a stage where, I mean, you're now fuzzy.
Yeah, no.
Which is not ideal. Yeah, you know, traffic and that kind of thing.
Not the same level of physical exertion at all, and this might be surprising to you, but when I'm mixing, when I'm DJing, about an hour into the mix, if it's been a frantic mix, I've got quite a sweat on. Yeah. And my decks are underneath me, and I keep sliding down. And if it isn't for I've got big over-the-ear headphones on, and they're the only things, but sometimes my glasses are like, I'm trying to mix, and it's
so irritating.
It's very irritating, but you're a braver man than me. I just don't want people fucking around my eyes like that, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the other option was contact lenses, but then I've got to fuck around my eyes every day. So I'd rather have the professional fuck around with them once than me do it twice a day, every day of the week. So yeah, that's. I suppose we've just gone into our additional waffle section.
Can you get different options like, no, make my eyes look chrome, you know, do you know what I mean?
Chrome, they're doing a bit. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That'd be
wicked. They're already in there.
I'd like just entirely black eyes, like hollow head.
Yeah.
I'd like that a great
deal.
Or
you could rotate them.
That'd be alright, yeah.
Just based on my mood, I could.
Or they could be on a constant rotation. It could be like a fruit machine.
Yeah.
Like the drawings, like.
Yeah.
That'd be alright.
I'd like that. And while they're there, they might colour in the other half of my eyebrow for me. I don't know if you've never noticed I wear glasses, but the colour of my eyebrow runs out about halfway along.
It does, doesn't it? So it looks like you've got very short eyebrows.
Yeah. Okay, take two. We are actually in the Waffle Hammer mobile.
my bill.
We just need to say goodbye, bro. We're going to fuck it up. This is take 2 already.
Because I didn't press record.
No, and like the last, I don't know, 20 minutes of what we were filming before, that's gone. It didn't get recorded. I said some wonderful bits in there. Dan said some wonderful bits in there. There was the song. That didn't get recorded.
We said that real home truth about that person that everyone knows who we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly so. And I think if you pay close enough attention to social media, that in the hobby at the moment, you'll know who we're speaking about as well. I had, at the moment, but I'm hoping it'll go into a 2-way, but I had a 1-way conversation with your dad.
You did? Yeah. So maybe we can try and do that bit again.
Yeah.
Not right now, but
no, that time. Yeah, but watch her, mate. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was it. So really, I've been brought back to the tip, and as I said, I don't live here, but it's Sunday. I've got a few hours. It's nice and sunny out. I'm going to enjoy myself.
You do like a wang.
Oh, I am a wanger.
Yeah. He loves wanging stuff into the tip to the point where I've taken you recreationally to the tip more than once.
I just love, because society and like life tells us you must cherish objects. They are important, and there's something ever so liberating about just wanging it into a massive skip and freeing yourself of that materialistic desire.
I love thought, was it a fan you threw into the tip and it bounced out?
Yeah, it skimmed out like a skimming stone.
So you got a second wang.
Yeah,
off the fan.
and yeah, the first throw was a skim, and the second one I threw it in like a basketball shot. So I've got range.
Yeah, he really does. So yeah, this is just us making sure we actually have a goodbye section.
Yeah,
and we've actually got some accidental first guests of Waffle Hammer in the background.
Oh right, well.
Yeah, there's been people.
Yeah. We'll get their consent afterwards.
We will.
Don't be writing to Yannick YouTube and saying...
No.
He's a busy man anyway.
He really is.
He'd probably just shred your letter and it'd go into the base of the cage of his hamster.
Martin Maplin won't do that.
No.
Although that bit might have been cut. You know what to send to Martin Maplin for our call to action.
Oh, yeah.
That won't be there.
That bit will have gone. All right, well... I can't remember.
We were making a paste out of Calpol and various other things with a mortar and pestle.
Calpol, cod liver oil,
tablets,
and then you had to smear it over a picture of your least favourite Spice Girl, and then send it by recorded delivery to Maplin's headquarters, because we spoke to Martin Maplins, who's the originator of Maplin's. He gave birth to the first Maplin shop. And he's on board with it. So
he'll put it in the supercomputer and that'll help us.
Oh yeah, and in case that doesn't work, because I was explaining in the bit that didn't get recorded, we've been listening to all these technology gurus. We're not getting more viewers, we're not getting more subscribers, so I've come up with these ones myself.
These are homegrown, homeopathic.
And so what I want you to think is, this sounds made up and this sounds like nonsense. Well yeah, it is. But this is the first week where it's so. So, as I said, grind up your cod liver oil, mix it with Calpol, smear it on the picture of your least favourite Spice Girl, send it to Maplin's headquarters, and to be on the safe side, if you see a pheasant, spit at it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Bosh.
And then just report back and let us know.
Completed it, mate.
Yeah. All right. See you later, everyone. Continue behaving.
Something you want to talk about? sure there isn't something you want to talk about?